Alright, well, it's been a couple months since the last video, and figure I owe you guys an update and some things like that. So the golf cart is for sale. Actually got a guy coming to look at it today. Basically, had my fun with it, had fun building it with Kyle. Time to move on to something else. It's really done everything I've asked of it. It's gone everywhere I've driven it. Really had no major issues with it, but like I said, just kind of more fun to build it than it is once it's built, in my opinion. So maybe I'll build another one in the future. Maybe this one won't sell and I'll keep it. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the golf cart. The SS18 has been sitting here for about 2 months at this point. This thing's really fought me every step of the way. I don't think I really talked much about the paint, but it turns out that the paint I was using needs a hardener to fully catalyze. And basically what happened was the first time I went to go put fuel in it, it ate away the paint. So this stuff, well, even this isn't really the best, but you can see here, that's metal. It actually ate through the primer. So luckily I got all the paint on this thing through the local Napa store, and they were really good to work with, and they gave me replacement paint that I'm going to spray out of a gun. Unfortunately, I just didn't anticipate having to take this thing all the way apart again. So I was using it as is. It was going along all right, and then one day just shut off, and it cranks, but it doesn't fire, and I haven't even looked at it because at that point I was so sick and tired of all the rigmarole on this thing. So it's been sitting here. I'll get to it at some point, but that's the status of it. 8XL's been sitting for a while. As you can see, it's got the sweeper on it, and basically back when I had nice grass before the annual crabgrass infestation took over, I was using this to sweep the lawn. Haven't really had to cut the lawn super frequently, and the grass hasn't been growing all that good. So it's just been sitting. Now with plow day in jeopardy, the usage on this is going to become even less frequent, which is too bad, but you know, it is what it is. So nothing wrong with it, just kind of hanging out right now, waiting for a reason to fire it up and go use it. The truck still has a 6.5 in it. Still drive it pretty regularly. I'm actually about to roll 110,000 on it on the dash anyway, since I got it. So still managed to put 10,000 miles on it since May of last year, which is pretty good considering. But starts, runs, does everything I need it to right now. But talk about the Duramax in a minute. One pretty big update that I haven't really talked about on here is I started a new job earlier this year. So I now work for Northeast Steel, which is the New England and New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania distributor for steel power equipment. So this is my work truck. It's a 2018 F-150 XLT, extended cab 8-foot bed with the 3.5 EcoBoost. So I drive this thing all around New England, showing people steel products. I put almost 25,000 miles on it at the time of this recording. So from basically the third week in January until the second week in August, I've done almost 25,000 on it. So that's a pretty big update. That's a big reason why the uploads have been less frequent, less regular. It's just I now have a really cool big boy job, and as a result, I'm busy with that quite a bit. And the Duramax. I'm not going to be too long-winded about this because I have a video in the works on it. It's going to cover most everything here, but we are super close to actually putting this thing together, to the point where I've lined up a couple buddies to come work on it with me. A couple weeks ago, Kyle and I wrapped all the exhaust components, Got a pile of parts here for it. My standalone wiring harness just came in today for it. With any luck, this thing's going to be running pretty soon, and then from there it's just a game of putting it in the truck and taking the truck apart and doing all that good stuff. But like I always say, I'm closer today than I was yesterday. I believe that to be true. So a little bit longer, and hopefully this thing will be running pretty soon. So that's the update. Most of the lack of activity can be attributed to work, but also 2020 has just been a crap year, and I haven't been really super motivated to work on anything. So we'll see. I'd really like to get the truck done this year, or at least to the point where it's running and driving with the Duramax in it. But, you know, way she goes. Like I said, been kind of a down year. I haven't really wanted to do much with the tractors, obviously with plow day getting canceled this year, and now it's the future is unknown, we should say, moving forward. Just haven't been really super into much as far as that goes. Golf cart, real fun to build. Not quite what I was hoping for in terms of the finished product. Just too loud. It's much louder than a gas golf cart, and probably sounds like, you know, an old man thing to say, but realistically speaking, like, driving a golf cart with your friends is like a social thing, and you want to be able to put 3 or 4 friends on it and just go cruise around. And as cool as that little Yanmar is, it's much louder than the 2-cylinder like Subaru Robin motors that most of the gas carts have. So thing's cool. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun building it. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. Maybe this guy will come pay me what I'm asking for it. Maybe he won't. But you know, kind of meh on that. Tractors, same thing. It's kind of, they are what they are. But hopefully the truck will be the big thing this year. Got a couple cool things up my sleeve that not everyone knows about. So, but anyway, that's the update. Hopefully have some Duramax content for you sooner than later.